Pets, and today I'm going to be making a clown baby custom. Okay, so this is my design idea for this character, and apparently I drew them in 2019. Wow, I didn't realize it was that long ago. So this is my little character design idea. They're called Cupcake. So they're a baby clown called Cupcake, and yeah, they're a little baby boy. They're going to like a party, their own birthday party. That's what they're celebrating. And yeah, so this is what the design idea looks like. They have little polka dots on the feet. They have like some blush like on the knees of different sort of colours. We have blue, like a pink, a yellow on the elbow joint, and orange on the elbow joint. I want like the top to be kind of colourful and everything. And this is what the sort of makeup I kind of want to go for. I don't know why I didn't paint in the lips, but I'm guessing that the lips are going to be red, so I'm probably just going to paint classic red clown lips and stuff. And these are some other pictures that I drew of this clown, so it's just like other variations and everything. So look at that, they're crying. Oh. So for the base of this custom, I'm going to be using this baby doll. And the first thing that I'm going to do is to remove all clothing and accessories. I did think about removing all of the limbs because I kind of want to paint it, and I don't know if the limbs will be like movable after I painted if they were still on, so I'm going to take a risk and leave them on. So I'm testing out this new white acrylic paint that I bought to see if it's any good. So I painted a lot of white layers on this baby and it's still not like fully covered. I painted it at least 7 times and it still has like random dark patches on it, so this paint isn't very good, unfortunately. So what I'm gonna do is, it's good that I have like a base layer of paint so I can go in with like my good white acrylic paint. So I painted one layer with the good white acrylic paint and voila, it is now fully covered, and what a massive difference this has made. It looks a lot better than before. I painted everything but the head of the baby. I painted the face but not like the hair because I'm going to paint that a different colour anyway, and I kind of don't want to waste the good white acrylic paint on the head since I'm going to paint it like pink anyway. So yeah, to make pink paint I'm just going to like mix these two cheap acrylic paints together, red and white, to get this sort of pink colour. This isn't the pink colour that I actually want. I wanted more of like a magenta sort of pink, like a darker sort of vibrant more pink, not like a baby pink, but it has to do, unfortunately. So I'm just going to directly paint this all over the head. And when I finished, of course, there was still some more like dark patches for some reason. I don't know why this paint is so crap, basically. So to get rid of those, I'm just going to like take the paint and I'm going to like dab on those little patches. So it has like a thicker layer of paint if you dab it on and not like brush it like as a streak for some reason, so that will be better coverage, hopefully. Sometimes I kind of think maybe I should like get one of those like beauty blender things and kind of paint with like a beauty blender and just like dab it on to see if I get like a better sort of like texture on the surface, and so it won't look like streaky. So maybe I might experiment doing that in the future of making customs and stuff. So yeah, I'm just like dabbing the paintbrush onto the baby's hair to try and get rid of these random horrible dark patches. And this paint is so bad. If anyone can let me know what good acrylic paint to use, like I kind of want like a big tub of like white acrylic paint because I use white a lot. So please leave a comment on suggestions on like good, like actual good acrylic paint to use, like a big bottle of them, please let me know. So this is what their hair looks like now. Perfect, it has to do. Now I have penciled in like the shapes that I want to put on this baby clown's face. So I've got some triangles and I got like a little T around the eye. So first I started painting it with like that crap acrylic paint, and then I was like, maybe I should like use watercolours, so I switched to watercolours. Well, I switched to watercoloured pencils to see if these would work better. So I just got some toilet roll and I just like dabbed it on like the area to remove that crap acrylic paint so I can like colour it in using the watercoloured pencil. And I went in with a yellow watercoloured pencil as well, and I think I'm going to do the whole face with watercolours. And I want 2 little dots on top of the triangles as well. So I added some more dots, and now I'm going to add the little bit of red lipstick as well. And I'm adding some different coloured circles on the feet. And this is what the little feet look like when all of the circles were done. So now let's move on to the chalk pastels. So what I'm using the pastels for is a bit of blush on like the elbow joints and the knee joints. So I'm going in with the yellow one first, and I did a bit of a mistake here. I kind of wetted the pastel, and you're not meant to do that, but I forgot and I didn't know. I don't really work with these materials like the pastels very often, so I don't really know what I'm doing. So yeah, don't wet the pastel like I'm doing, because it just doesn't work like that. So yeah, I'm just like putting it on like the elbow joint, then I'm just smudging it out with my fingers. I did learn after the yellow one never to wet these ever again. And as you can see, I kind of did a mistake because like a bit of yellow got onto the knee on this one, because like there's yellow on my fingers and I didn't wash my hands. So yeah, I'm gonna do that from now on after working with these pastels. So yeah, make sure you wash your hands if you're gonna smudge like a variety of different colors, because they will mix. Obviously, I'm just pretty impatient and I just want things to be done. So yeah. And I do add more pastel if needed, and just start little and kind of work your way up, because if you add too much then there's no going back. And I'm going to add some blush on the cheeks as well using the pastel. I was debating if I wanted to do this, and I kind of just went for it, so I'm doing it. They're going to have bright red rosy cheeks and nobody's going to like it. So yeah, I actually do like it, because I like that sort of extreme look, I guess. Just very colourful and just like, wow, you know, that's what I was going for. So yeah. Now this is what our sweet baby boy looks like. So now I'm going to be using the Mod Podge to lock everything into place and use it as a sealant. I use matte Mod Podge, by the way, so I don't get a shiny surface. So yeah, I'm just going to go straight in and paint this entire baby with Mod Podge. And I didn't realise that it was smudging. It was actually smudging like the watercoloured pencils. And I was like, oh no, so I might have to fix that. Like, look at it, I didn't realise because I was like too busy in the camera, and this is where I realised. I was like, no. So yes, this is what they look like. So I tried to fix up the smudge a bit, so I might go back in and maybe I might repaint it like when this Mod Podge dries, but I don't know. So yeah, since there was like a lot of watercoloured pencil also on the feet, what I did, I just like dabbed the Mod Podge on and didn't like smear it, because I really didn't want any of these to like smudge like all over the place, because it looks so messy and so horrible and bad. So yeah, just like dab it on if you ever like use watercoloured pencils on like a custom project like mine, or any custom project, may that be a doll or a pony or whatever. So this is pretty much what the Mod Podge looks like when it's fully dry. So now I'm going to put back on their clothes, and I might give them like a little hat, since that's in like the design idea. So hopefully I can make them a party hat, because that will just be like the finishing touch, and they look so good if I had like a blue party hat. So yeah, hopefully I can do that. So this is what the finished result looks like. Okay, so looking at the face, as you can see, it isn't perfect as the paint is kind of smudged. And I've never used watercoloured pencils before on a doll custom or a pony custom, so this is the first time that I use watercoloured pencils. And I did not know that it was going to smudge or anything when I put the Mod Podge on. At least the pastel didn't smudge at all, which is great. But yeah, so the little watercoloured pencil painting job that I did is kind of smudged off the Mod Podge, unfortunately. I didn't know it was going to do that, so it's kind of messy, but it's okay because you can't really notice it from like far away and everything. And they're a baby, so they're gonna be kind of messy, okay? This is what the hair turned out to look like using those really bad acrylic paints that I used, but this actually turned out fine. And as you can see, I kind of painted in like the little hairs sort of thing, like the little pieces of hair that are just like going in different directions and everything. Like it was like molded on, but again, this is a bit messy. I've never like made like a perfect project yet, I don't think, which is kind of like sad, but I'm working on it. It's a work in progress, and hopefully I can get better at customizing in the future. And this is a learning curve with like, you know, the watercolored pencils and everything, and just smudgy, and I'm trying to find good materials still and everything. So yeah, looking at the chalk pastels on the joints again, it isn't perfect. As you can see, there's like little white bits like around the elbow, and of course the knee is just, I messed up that knee because I had different colours of chalk pastel on my fingers, and yeah, I kind of mixed in with the blue and I just a massive splodge happened. So looking at this elbow joint, it's yellow, again my favourite colour. It's still some white areas in the indents which really annoy me and everything. So yeah, there's the blue knee again, disgusting I know, and there's the little red knee, so yeah. Looking at the polka dots on the feet, I'm happy that there's like no smearing or smudging done, but I might like go back in and like retouch like those two little green dots there since they're kind of looking a bit colourless, so I might go back in and do that. But I do like how like the watercoloured pencils make it look more like kiddie like kidcore sort of thing, because they kind of remind me of like crayons and stuff. So this is what the outfit looks like. I basically just took the watercoloured pencils and just like drew in some lines of different colours, and I painted like 3 little paint drops at the front, or teardrops since it's a clown. Maybe they have different coloured tears, who knows. I also did the same on the back, but however it does look a bit more like colourless on the other side for some reason. I don't know why. And I didn't draw any like teardrops or paint drops on the back as well, just like smears or lines of different coloured watercoloured pencils just lining down and stuff, so I might need to go back and do that. Also at the front, I tried to write the name like across like the little blue skirt bit. I was gonna write Cupcake because I named them Cupcake the clown, and I didn't like it, so I tried to water the colour out and stuff, trying to clean it off, and I just made this black smudge. So eek, ew, it looks bad, so I might need to try and cover that up somehow. I might need to go back with like some light blue paint to cover it up, or maybe I can like patch it up with like just sew in a patch or put a sticker over it or something to hide it, because it looks so awful. Finally, looking at the hat, this is just a paper hat and I couldn't find a pom-pom, so I had to use like this like trimming or something. Well, I don't know I forgot what you call it. It's like a trimming I think is what you call it, and I just made like a little pom-pom with that trimming, and I also went around like the bottom of the hat for like the brim. So yeah, that's what I did for the hat. It's meant to be like a little party hat, and also this hat is removable. I was thinking of gluing this hat down, but I didn't, so they can have a bow as well if they just want to like rock out the bow for a while. I might repaint the bow because I actually wasn't planning on having that on display at all, so I might paint it. I was planning originally to make the hat out of clay, but like I just couldn't figure it out, so I just made it out of paper and everything, and I used super glue to like super glue the hat together because I just couldn't find a Pritt stick. So yeah, I might try and rewrite Cupcake on the skirt again, but using acrylic paints this time, not the watercoloured pencils. But like I'm gonna do it in different colours, not like just in black like the design idea I had. So I might just like do that with like acrylic paint, maybe, I don't know. But I think I need to take a break from this project now because it's just it's crazy, because it just went kind of wrong with all like the smudging and the smearing, and just the watercolours were just annoying me. I did go back in with the watercolours, by the way, on the face after I put the Mod Podge on, so yeah. Anyways, oh, and I forgot to mention that I did not paint on the black eyelashes like the design idea had, because I just think it looks okay how they are, and I don't really think it's necessary. Sometimes less is more. And yeah, so I'm thinking I might just leave the face how it is for now. Maybe one day I might go back and be brave and maybe paint on black eyelashes, but I don't really think it needs them, so I might just leave them as they are. So yeah, so that is about it for this video. I'm happy that I have another clown for my clown collection, and I'm happy that I've actually made this one. Like, I'm making my own clowns now, so yay! I love making original characters and bringing this little baby cupcake clown to life. Leave in the comments if you like clowns, and I know that a lot of people don't, but please still be nice though. Of course, I love clowns, I really love clowns, and I like them because it's like an art form, and it's like a very freeing sort of like character someone can be, and it's like art and everything. I'm gonna leave a link in my description box below for you to check out. It's pretty deep and just like whoa, like just like the art of the clown, and I highly recommend like checking it out because it's pretty deep and in depth. It's like wow, okay. Whoa. And I promise that that video isn't like scary or in your face or anything. It's very interesting and I highly recommend. It's only like 7 minutes and 44 seconds long, so check it out. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you make like any customs or if you're inspired to make a project or anything. Tell me if you're making a project right now in the comments or anything, or if you like clowns as well, and if you're going to make a clown or anything, because I like clowns. So yes, thank you all so much for watching, and yeah, that's about it. So bye!